You know the old saying, curiosity killed the cat. Well, if we could talk to other versions of ourselves from across the multiverse, it would probably be more like curiosity fractured. The multi-cat, you see, the multiverse is huge. Like literally, the whole universe is made up of infinite parallel realities that are ever splitting and diverging. And in each one of them, you made a slightly different choice at some point in your life, big or small, which led you down a different path. So there's a version of you who became an astronaut, another who became a supervillain, a third who never left their hometown. The list goes on and on. And what if we could contact these other yous? Would it be worth it? Let's find out. What if you could talk to your other selves in the multiverse? First off, let's talk about how we'd even pull off interuniversal communication in the first place. It's a tricky business. Our universe is vast and pretty much everything is governed by the laws of physics. That means our best bet for sending messages between realities is probably through the only things that can travel faster than light: information and energy. We've got theories that point to quantum entanglement and consciousness being able to transcend the barriers between multiple universes. So let us say that we found a way to safely tap into a person's quantum consciousness and decode it. When they think of something really intensely, maybe a memory, a loved one, or a special skill, this thought is paired with a unique pattern of quantum activity. This pattern can then be sent to other universes, where a similar quantum pattern is decoded as the same thing, allowing two people who are linked together to communicate telepathically across the multiverse. Now, obviously this is a bit of hand-waving. We don't actually have any confirmed evidence of quantum consciousness, or even that the multiverse exists. But hey, it's a fun movie. Let's imagine for a moment that Project EchoMind, a secret government initiative funded by a multi-billion-dollar organization, has managed to crack this code. What might happen next? The initial results are exactly what you'd expect. Project EchoMind is able to make contact with numerous alternate versions of the person who volunteered for the experiment. There's the version that took that big promotion in Thailand and now speaks fluent Thai. The version that married their high school sweetheart and now has 3 kids. And there's the version who went to community college after flunking out of the Air Force because they got caught smuggling a pet iguana onto base. But there's also the version who was never born because their mother miscarried in the first trimester. And there's the version who became a popular podcaster, known for their soothing voice and calming demeanor, but who's currently going through a messy divorce. And then there's the version that knows all of those things about you because you read the one who signed up for this in the first place. As you ask questions and listen to these other versions of yourself talk about their lives, you'll learn a lot about the choices you've made and the consequences of those choices. You might feel regret, resentment, envy, or joy. But regardless, you're getting a glimpse into the grand tapestry of possibility that is your life. But here's where things take a turn. You notice a strange pattern among some of your alternate selves. They're all sending the same message. Something terrifying is coming for them, and it moves between universes, destroying everything in its path. At first, you think it's some kind of joke. The idea of a multiverse-hopping monster is crazy. But as more and more of your alternate selves start sending panicked messages, you realize this is no laughing matter. These other yous are being hunted and they believe you're next. So how do you respond to this horrifying new development? You could ignore it. After all, it's not like a multiversal monster is going to come knocking on your door anytime soon. Or you could try to warn the other US that they should untrust you because you read, not actually the person they read talking to. Maybe it's a hallucination caused by intense brain activity or a trick of the mind. But if you did that, the other yous might retaliate. And since you're connected to them through quantum entanglement, that could cause some serious problems back here. The risk is just too great. So instead, you decide to take the warnings seriously. The Echo Predator, as they call it, is real, and it seems to move from universe to universe, killing or otherwise incapacitating versions of you until you become the only you left standing. In some universes, the Echo Predator simply kills the you that they encounter, making it so that you never existed in that timeline. In others, it takes a more psychological approach, driving the you insane, turning them into an unrecognizable shell of their former self. But in every universe, the Echo Predator leaves behind a trail of bodies or empty shells of their victims. At this point, it's clear that the only option is to escape the multiverse before it's too late. But how do you do that when every single universe is a part of you and every version of you is either dead or gone? You could try to hide in a reality where you were never born, but then how would you ever get back home? And if the Echo Predator finds you in the process, well, then you lose both realities. There are no good options. All you know is that you have to keep moving, hopping from universe to universe, trying to stay one step ahead of the Echo Predator. But that's easier said than done. How do you even navigate the multiverse? Do you use the same quantum consciousness link that you use to communicate with the other yous? But if the Echo Predator is hunting you through those links, wouldn't that just be leading it straight to you? Perhaps you could try to sever the connection to the other yous entirely, hoping that without the link, the echo predator will lose interest and go away. But how do you do that without collapsing the entire multiverse? Whatever you do, you have to act fast. The echoed predator is closing in. Its presence can be felt like a cold wind blowing over your skin, raising goosebumps as it stalks you through the infinite realities. As you run, you have flashes of insight into the nature of the multiverse, the countless realities that make it up, and the infinite possibilities that exist for your life. You see the beauty and wonder of the cosmos and realize that your own existence is just one tiny blip in the grand scheme of things. But that realization does little to ease the terror that grips you. You know that the echo predator is relentless, that it won't stop until you're nothing but a corpse, or worse, an empty shell, a vessel for its evil to inhabit. You feel the echoes of your other selves reaching out to you, begging for help, but you can't answer their call. You're trapped in your own personal hell, a nightmare from which there is no escape. In the end, you're forced to confront the echo predator head-on, knowing that there's no easy answers and no surefire solutions. The fate of the multiverse rests on your shoulders. Can you defeat the echo predator and save all of the other US that are counting on you? Or will you succumb to its power and become another victim in its twisted game? Only one thing is certain. The battle that ensues will change you forever, forcing you to confront the darkest depths of your own psyche and the true nature of reality itself. So would you want to talk to other versions of yourself from across the multiverse? How would you handle the knowledge of the infinite choices that you could have made and the lives that could have been yours? And what would you do if faced with a creature that hunts multiversal use? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other content where we explore the depths of science, technology, and the human experience, with thought-provoking videos that challenge the boundaries of our understanding. We're sure to have something that will spark your curiosity and leave you wanting more. So why wait? Click the link in the description and join us today. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a like for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.